Yo, let's chat for a bit. How's everybody doing this evening? Good evening, everybody. Hope everybody's had a wonderful day. I hope everybody is, staying blessed, staying, I wouldn't say warm, but it is getting a little cool outside. But hope everybody's having a wonderful evening so far. Wanted to chime in on this video. Just to see how everybody's doing. Hope everybody is going to have a wonderful weekend that's ahead of us right now. So I'm just, trying to stay on top of, everything right now and just trying to stay forward, keep my head up and call it a day. Hey, Tangy, how's everything going with you? Real quick, like I said, before I really get started with my topic, I'm not going to hold you guys long on this one. I wanted to. I'm not going to lie, I wanted to, but I feel like I just woke up from a nap. And I really did. This week has been I won't say chaotic, but it's been very tiresome. I've been trying my best to try to stay on top, try my best to try to stay up and try to stay focused, but I've just been tired. I've been worn out all week. But I'm grateful that I could just see every day. I could be grateful that, God has blessed me with the job that I can go to and go and call it a day. So I'm very grateful for that opportunity. Like I said, this week has been nothing but work, work, work. Not much I could really say. I just feel just like I said, just woke up from a nap, so I'm trying to get shake the cobwebs up a little bit. But other than that, everything is all good. Today was just a little rough. Not gonna lie, a little rough around the edges, but hey, it is what it is. I survived. Got one more day of work tomorrow. See how that goes, and then the weekend I could kind of relax, but I still have an agenda for the weekend. More church-related stuff, I should say. I know Sunday we're voting for a new pastor of our church, so I'm looking forward to that. I've been looking forward to that for a while now. And, I'm praying that we can actually get this accomplished and we can move forward. I'm very grateful for the candidates that came out to preach. They did an excellent job. Both of them did. Let's see how the turnout is going to be for Sunday. We had a vote a while ago, but, that's a different story. I don't want to go too much into detail with that. So, again, I'm very grateful for the two candidates that we have right now, Reverend Turner, Reverend Petway. Very grateful for them too, that they came out. They gave wonderful sermons. They greeted everyone at our church. They're two respectable men. I'm very grateful for all that. I'm sorry. I just got distracted. Why is there two cats in my backyard? There's two cats in my Hey. Okay. I'm sorry. There's two cats in my backyard, and they're just staring at me in the window right now. Okay. Yeah, that threw me off. I didn't expect that. I did not expect that. Probably because I'm so used to being in my office when I do this, but still, it's two cats in my backyard. Okay, we're going to have to... It's not a bad thing. They're not doing anything crazy, but it's just awkward. Normally, I'm not used to seeing that. But not going to disturb them. Not going to go crazy about it, but I just don't want... I'm just caught off guard with the cats. But anywho, again, like I said, this coming Sunday, we're going to be voting for a new pastor. So I'm praying that transition goes very well. And I'm praying that, Corinthian Baptist Church will be able to move forward with a brand new pastor and we can get, continue to preach the word, get the word out, and continue to live the legacy of over 100 years that Corinthian Baptist Church has been around. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to see this moment. I'm looking forward to this vote, and I'm praying that everything goes as smoothly as possible. So we'll go from there. Other than that, this whole weekend is just pretty much, like I said, church. I won't say church and chill, but just church-related stuff and just, kind of relax my mind, ease my head from the week, But other than that, everything else, all good. But I want to get on today's topic. Today's topic is energy don't lie. Why you gotta pay attention to how people move? And I see that all the time, and it's like reading people beyond their words. It's kind of like, is that person really going to do this for me, or are they really not going to do this for me? Because a lot of times, it's like people will say the correct things, like just to be nice about it, and I'm sorry I got caught off guard by by notification. But reading between the lines, it's like sometimes people will say things just to either, try to grasp you, but are they really going to live up to it? And I'm not the perfect person, because there's been moments I've done that. I'm not going to make a video. I'm not going to do this live and say, I'm the perfect person that could actually, that you can read through me. I do everything. No, I slip up too. But I slip up. I don't just say it just to say it and just move on. No, I don't do that. But people do have a tendency of telling you things, and then it's like when it really comes down to it, are they really going to do it? Nah. It's a very small window that would do it for me. I'm not going to lie. And I know it's a lot of small windows. Everybody do it for other people. So it's like, always try to read between the lines, because, are they really serious, or are they not? Or are they just saying it just to comfort you? Because sometimes that's just how I look at it. So I try to read the room when it comes to certain people, when they'll tell me like, oh, I can do this for you, or I can do that for you, but are they really going to do it? I question that all the time, because sometimes, you'll get caught up on it like, oh, well, this person said they're going to do it for me, so let's see what's going to happen. And then you're waiting, then you're waiting, then you're waiting, and nothing happens. Hello, how's everything going? But that is how I look at it right now. And it's like, you really got to pay attention to that. And that's how I look at life right now. It's like, you have to really pay attention to all the signs that you could possibly get. And sometimes you got to really catch the red flags also. The red flags, people will tell you a lot of things, and it's like, it's always a red flag, because they will always tell you, but they will never help you out. And like I said, I've had times doing that. I'm not going to lie. But like I said, do I do it just because? No. There has to be a very strong reason why I don't do it. Either that, or I just try to be real with you and just, tell it like it is. But most times people will say a lot of things, and it's like you're constantly keep going to the same person. It's like they're gonna keep failing you every single time. No, I was never that type. I was never brought up that way. I would try my best to help, and if I can't help, I would let you know. Even if and there's been times I would try to help, and I do crack under pressure, and I don't say anything. I've done that before, and like I said, I'm not the perfect person. I just feel that we all, us as humans, we fall for this all the time. We do this every single day. Somebody will tell you one thing, and it's like, okay, are you really going to help me? No, you're not. You're not going to help me. You just want to say it just for them to ease the pain or whatever you're going through. Rather, it's most times it's always about money. Always about money most times. But even if someone said, I'm always here for you, if you hear, like, I'm here for you, just come, if you contact me, I'm always there for you. There's been times I've experienced that. Like, I will always hear, I heard this a lot when my father passed. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to go down this road, because I still miss my father every day. I miss my father every moment. But, the narrative of everyone keeps saying, if you need somebody to talk to, if you need this, you need that, I'm always here for you. And then when I actually try to contact them, you always say you're going to be there for me, right? I contact them, hope you're there for me. I never hear from you. And sometimes that really bothers me. That really gets to my heart sometimes. Like, don't tell me that you're always going to be there for me and you're not. And that really hurts me. That really hurts my soul at times, because it's like, oh, I'm always going to be there for you. Just hit me up. We could chat. We could do this. We could do that. And when I do it, it's like my messages get on red. My texts get read. I always call. No one never around. I've experienced that quite a few times, and I experienced that a lot when my father passed. A lot. A lot of people say, "Oh, I'm always there for you. Just hit me up." Yes, I have my circle. I'm not going to say no one has done this. I have my circle. I have my best friend. I have a lot of people that I could actually go to. Maybe the main ones that say, "Just hit me up. Let's talk." Hey, Randy, hit me up. Let's talk. Let's hash it out. This and that. And it's like then when I hit him up, I never ever hear from him. So, like I said, when my father passed, that's when it really started to trigger me with a lot of people that say, "Oh, I'll be there for you." I'm always there for people, but it's like no one really contacts me. I will always check in. And that goes with a lot of the lives I've done in my life. I've always done a lot of these lives saying I'm always here for somebody. All you have to do is hit me up. I don't mind being there for someone. I have no problem with that. Not one bit. But I'm not understanding the narrative of, I'm always going to be there for you, but then you're not there at all. So yeah, it does get to me at times. And the thing is, it's like, no, what can I do? What can I do besides just move on? So I learned that a lot in my life right now, that every time I try to do something, for someone, or even vice versa. Let me put it in vice versa. Every time someone say they want to be there for me, they're a no-show. I've experienced that a lot. So that's understandable. So right now, that's why I'm in the world right now that I'm trying to protect my peace. I know who to go to. I know the family I could deal with. I know the friends I could deal with. That's why I pretty much stay to myself, because every time I try to reach out or try to expand or trying to, really get, try to connect with more people, nobody wants to be connected to. And it's okay. I totally understand that. It is okay. I try my best to be in people's lives, and it's like if they won't be bothered, they won't be bothered. So right now, I just say I'm going to protect my peace. I'm going to continue to do me, because every time I try to help out, or every time I even want to look for help, it's like it's always an issue. So yeah, like I said, I think a lot of this really triggered me when my father passed. That's the main time it really did hit hard for me. So other than that, it is what it is. So that's how I look at that. But yeah, protecting my peace and my energy, that's my main focus from this point on. So like I said, if you're really going to be in my life, be in my life. If you're not, like I said, it's okay. It is okay, because, as the term always say, life be lifing. I'm not mad about that. But don't try to think that you're good, like, oh, we're friends and all this stuff, but I never hear from you. Or if I try to reach out to you, you just don't want to be bothered. That's cool. But don't say we're friends and all this and that, and you don't show up. That's why I don't like one-sided conversations. That's why I'm tired of forced conversations too. If I have to constantly reach out to you every single time, there's a problem. And please, I'm sick and tired of everyone saying they're busy. There's no such thing as being busy. Not like that. If you really care for somebody, show it. What's the problem? I don't understand the problem here. I really don't. Yeah, I work in a plant, do 8-9 hours a day. I work on my business at night. I'm trying to work on this network. Let's call this network marketing. I'm trying to do everything, but at the same time, I make time for people who really want to make time for me. So no matter what I'm doing, if you want to chat, you want to talk, I'm here. I can stop for a few minutes just to see how you're doing. I've always been like that. I've been like this for years. For years. But now I would say a good 95% of the time, I'm always ignored. But it's okay though. Because I'm going to protect my peace. I'm A-okay. So if you want to be in my life, I appreciate it from the depths of my soul. I really do. But if not, it's cool. It's understandable. I'm not going to blow it out of proportion. So I'm trying to move smarter, and I'm trying to put my emotions off to the side. I don't want to, I don't want to sound so emotional about it, but hey, that's just how I look at it right now. Whew. Yeah, that got to me a little bit, but other than that, it's not really too much. It's not really too much left I really have to say. I just want to tell everybody that, you know, I do my best every day to care about others. That's just how I was raised. My father raised me to that point that, you know, I really put myself out there to try to show. I try to show love at all times, no matter how I look at it. But 9 times out of 10, it just get shut down. But hey, more love to everybody that loves me. And I love everybody. I'm not going to say like, oh, I hate this person because they don't want to say, nah. There's no such thing. Yes, I can care from a distance. Yes, that is very true. I can care. Yeah, absolutely. And I try my best to show. I try to show my best of love to everybody, each and every day, no matter how I look at it. So I'm just grateful for the people that's in my life right now, and I love y'all from the depths of my soul. As I said earlier, I appreciate it. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So I'm trying to get myself situated for the morning. I got to work one more day. But I'm gonna end this live right now with a prayer. I'm just tired. This really starting to get to me right now. So I'm getting a little emotional, and I don't want to be on this live and trying to go straight crazy over here. So I just want to say I love y'all. Always stay on top of y'all game, and keep God first. I love y'all from the depths of my soul. I really do. I'm gonna end this with this prayer real quick. Heavenly Father, I come to you this evening thanking you for this day. I thank you for allowing me to see this day. I thank you for allowing me to making it through. Very grateful for all the blessings that you place into my life. Please bless those who are going through any type of struggles in life, Lord. Give everybody guidance and strength. Touch each individual throughout this day, Lord. Touch each individual as they lay their head to rest tonight. Be with everyone who's going through any type of struggles, whether it's physical, spiritual, mental, financial, emotional, any type of struggles, Lord. Be with each and every one of them in a special way. Touch their hearts. Let them know that you'll never, ever leave their side. Give them the blessings that they deserve, Lord. Just continue to just guide and protect them one day at a time. I just speak for everybody to say that we love you and we want to thank you for all your many blessings. It is in your name I truly do pray. Amen. All right, y'all. I'm about to head on out for this evening. So hope everybody have a wonderful night. Stay focused. Stay blessed. Always, always keep God first. I'll talk to y'all later.